of great concern to all schools, Minister, as we plan for 2021-22, is knowing what supports will be available to schools next year to cope with COVID, as we are assuming that schools will still operate according to their response plans in September. For example, the financial supports to boards for enhanced cleaning, substitute cover for various absences, expanding supply panels perhaps to cover all of the country. When will we know about these supports, Minister?
Yes, well, you're quite correct. Substantial supports were put in place for this past year. In fact, over 650 million of a resource went into the schools, and I think I think that was a very positive statement of intent, really, from government, but also from society, recognising, as I said earlier, the importance of schools, and with particular measures that I think were especially welcomed by schools, included, as you said, for example, the substitution panel. You would be aware that operated initially as a pilot, but we rolled it out.
My own school was part of the pilot.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, and well done for that, because in fairness, it was how well they worked in the pilot system that allowed us to have, I suppose, the confidence to enhance them further, and it has been particularly successful, and it is my intention that they will continue for next year, and indeed, where there's opportunity to expand them, we will absolutely do that. I know in some areas there could be geographical challenges, but in the main, it is something, an initiative that has worked well, and I would be very keen to hold on to that actually going forward. Other initiatives, I think, that were overdue, actually, I would say, for example, in terms of, teaching principals in that, and making available the additional days, so that every teaching principal now had at least one admin day, if you like. And I think that worked spectacularly well. And I know myself from my own experience on the ground that I think that's a measure that was long overdue.
Yes.
And I think it has worked very well also, where you had a pool of 5 schools, we'll say, so that there was a very definite day that the children in particular were aware of, so there was a continuity within the schools, but also to the benefit, I think, of the teacher who was on the panel, having a definite or agreed day in each of 5 schools. So again, that's an initiative that will continue, and budgetary constraints beyond 21-22, I would very much so like to see that continuing as well. I think it's an important one. And you specifically referenced then, we'll say, the enhanced cleaning, 4 to 6 hours a day and all of that. All of those measures will be in place as we go forward. So yes, it is my intention that the manner in which the schools were resourced from a COVID point of view, we are still journeying or making our way through COVID.
It is a journey, yes.
It is important that those resources will be there.